Yeah, Moses will start.
That has been obviously Jordan's starting spot for so much of the early season. Just wondering on the reasoning. Moses.
I want him on the floor for size and rebounding. It's a great offensive rebounding team. A lot of the games that Jordan has started, we've had Otto without a minutes restriction. If Otto were in the starting lineup, that would change things from a rebounding perspective. So it's really more a domino effect. I also don't mind at all, Jordan staying in that six-man role because that's what he's going to be doing at full strength. And might as well get comfortable with that.
How you mentioned Otto's minutes restriction? Is that going to be kind of a permanent thing? I mean,
we just have to be careful with him because he's missed most of the last 2 years, and so we're gearing everything towards the playoffs. I don't anticipate there will be a minutes restriction on him in the playoffs, but we're trying to manage the whole season.
With Jordan going to the six-man role, do you think that might help him sort of off the shine a little bit instead of getting some consistency or getting into a consistent rhythm?
Jordan has been in that role, since Clay came back for the most part. He started a handful of games when Clay has sat, but for the most part, once Clay returned, Jordan's been in that role, and he's had a great year. I don't. The other night to me is nothing. That's a tough night, but I could have done a better job trying to help him find a rhythm. Didn't play him enough in the first half, probably. So these games, they all matter, but there's 82 of them, and so I never worry too much about one game with any player. I look at the big picture, and the big picture is that Jordan's had a fantastic year, and we have great faith in him.
Steve, on the subject of big picture, what's been your message to Jordan in recent weeks in terms of embracing the six-man role?
Message to
Jordan.
Basically just what I told you. He's had a great year, and he's been a big reason for our success. And this is only in his third year. He's still got a lot of growth ahead of him, which is exciting. And he just needs to keep working. He's one of our hardest workers and got a great approach and got a really bright future. So it's exciting.
Is Belly available tonight?
Belly will not play.
After last game, you're talking about how you really wanted to see improvement on just closing out games, execution down the stretch. Are those things that you can physically practice in practice, or is it just something that you try and ingrain into the mental?
It's a combination of watching film, seeing where we could have done better, whether strategically, fundamentally. Just really examining things and then just from a body language energy standpoint. So I think we learned a lot from that game. I think next time we're in that position, I think we'll handle ourselves a lot better. And I think you also have to account for shots going in, shots not going in. I thought Dallas did some, watching the tape, they did some really tough shots. We had a few missed shots that were either right there. We had a dunk that we missed, missed a couple free throws. If we replay that game from that spot, that 20-point lead, we'd replay that 10 times and probably win the next 10, to be honest with you. So I give them credit. They battled and out-hustled us down the stretch, but I'm not concerned that this is a pattern.
Steve, we're going to be seeing San Antonio in about a week and a half, and I'm guessing by then Pop might have the record. Obviously, one to tie, one to go in front. I'm just curious your thoughts on Pop. You've known him a long time. What he's meant to you, what he's meant to the game.
Yeah, he's really been my coaching mentor. We were close before I became a coach, but it was a different relationship. It was a player-coach relationship. And once I became a coach, we became the relationship changed, and I've always over the last 7.5 years leaned on him for advice, and he's always willing to share it, and he's that way with everybody. He's sort of the sage in the NBA, and he's got so many people like me who he's influenced through coaching, general managing, whatever, and we all lean on him. And the reason we love him is because it's not just that he's smart and he knows basketball and all that stuff, but he's just an amazing person, and loves people, loves being part of a team, loves the human connection. And to me, that's why he's such a great coach. It's the connection he makes with all the people around him.
Steve, you guys have had a lot of experience against Patrick Beverley over the years. Just what's it like to coach against him, to be in a game against him? He's obviously had a pretty big influence here in Minnesota on these young guys.
I love Patrick Beverley, total gamer. I remember watching him in a draft workout when I was in Phoenix as a general manager. I guess that would have been, I forget what draft it was, maybe 07, 08, somewhere in there. And, he was projected as a second-round pick, maybe an energy guy and not much skill, all that stuff. But he's just a gamer. He's a winner. He's smart. He's tough. He's fun to coach against because he's always yapping away and talking trash. And but he's one of those guys who kind of embraces the competition, and so I have a great respect for him.
Does he find that more fun than annoying?
Oh yeah, way more fun. As long as there's as he doesn't go over the line, which he's done before. We know that, but he's like a guard version of Draymond. He's going to always walk that line, and that's one of the reasons he's made it. And so you respect that as long as he doesn't cross it.
This is a possible playoff matchup. What are the keys kind of in this, cross match Warriors Wolves?
There's 20. There's a quarter of the season left, so I mean, I'm not going into this game thinking about playoff matchups or anything like that. I just think the Wolves are a really good young team, very talented. Chris has done a great job with them. They've really built an identity, and they're a tough team. But we won't start thinking about the playoffs for at least a month.
You mentioned the glass, though. Like, how big a key is that tonight?
Yeah, they're a great offensive rebounding team, and they really crash hard, and then they also give up a lot of transition buckets. Maybe that's tied together. So if you can rebound, you can run, and I think that's something that we have to continue to do. Our pace is really important for us, no matter who we're playing, and you can only generate pace if you can get stops and rebounds. So it's a big key for tonight is the glass.
Thank you.